Everybody, this is hashed out daily crypto news with Cryptopolitan. I'm Philip Kripe, and today is the 6th of September 2023. Nice to have you with us. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on which time zone you're in. Let's jump into today's crypto news. And don't forget to subscribe to get notifications when we're going live. Visa expands stablecoin settlement to Solana, partners with WorldPay and Nuvei. Visa has expanded its stablecoin settlement capabilities to include the Solana blockchain in addition to its existing Ethereum-based services, partnering with merchant acquirers WorldPay and Nuvei for pilot programs. The expansion aims to speed up cross-border settlements and offer merchants more diversified funding options, especially those in the blockchain and crypto economy. The move marks Visa's inclusion of Solana as a supported blockchain for settlements, making it one of the first major payment companies to do so, and highlights the growing interest in stablecoins as a viable payment option. Another news, BitGo and Hana Bank team up for digital asset custody in South Korea. Let's take a look at that. BitGo is partnering with South Korea's Hana Bank to launch digital asset custody services. BitGo recently closed a Series C financing round, securing $100 million and reaching a valuation of $1.75 billion. The partnership aims to enhance consumer trust and protection in South Korea's growing digital asset market. Nima Capital dumps SYN tokens, shakes DeFi trust foundations. Nima Capital dumped over 9 million SYN tokens, causing a 20% drop in the token's value. Etherscan records show a transfer of 10 million SYN tokens from Synapse. Nima Capital's website went offline and its social media account was closed, signaling a clear break from its commitment to Synapse. OpenAI infuses Canva plugin into ChatGPT. OpenAI has announced that it has introduced a Canva plugin for its chatbot ChatGPT, providing exclusive access and building a competitive edge. That could be interesting to use. Satoshi Kusama confirms Shibarium burn portal in development. Satoshi Kusama confirms the development of a burn portal for Shibarium, an Ethereum-based Layer 2 protocol. Kusama emphasizes that while the burn portal is important, the main goal is to increase Shibarium's adoption and usage. The news has positively impacted Shiba Inu's market performance with a 0.79% price increase and a 2.33% rise in trading volume. Stake reopens deposits and withdrawals after platform breach. Hi, Binance user 38D24 and Binance user D85A3. Nice to have you guys with us. Stake has announced that it has reopened deposits and withdrawals after the platform's hack. Security concerns in the crypto industry mount. Stake loses $41.3 million after a security breach, but they're open again now. Japan's financial agency proposes new crypto tax reform. Japan's Financial Services Agency has proposed a new initiative for crypto tax in the country, simplifying taxation and encouraging crypto trading. They want to remove unrealized gains tax and simplify taxation and encourage crypto trading. So the first proposal we already talked about. The second proposal put forward by the JBA was to transition from the current system of personal crypto asset trading profit taxation to self-assessment separate taxation with a uniform tax rate of 20%. This change aims to simplify the tax process of individuals engaged in crypto trading while creating a more predictable tax environment. The third and final proposal was the elimination of income tax on profits generated each time an individual exchanges crypto assets. So if you make a profit by trading between two cryptocurrencies every time, you wouldn't have to pay taxes on the little bit of income you could make through the trade. Sometimes can be pretty big, but generally it's a small amount. So that's interesting. Very practical proposals there. Hi, Maxi Max. Nice to have you with us. MetaMask unveils new feature allowing users to cash out crypto to fiat. MetaMask portfolio has introduced a new sell feature that allows users to easily convert their cryptocurrencies into fiat currencies such as USD, Euro, and British Pound, enhancing the platform's existing buy feature for a seamless Web3 experience. The feature aggregates multiple vetted providers to offer real-time conversion rates, initially supporting ETH on the Ethereum mainnet with plans to expand to other tokens and Layer 2 networks. Initially available in the US, UK, and parts of Europe, MetaMask aims to extend this feature globally, making Web3 technology more accessible by providing easy entry and exit points to the crypto market. I wonder how well that's going to go. It could be really good. MetaMask unleashes game-changing Ether cash-out feature. It's exactly what we just talked about. Genesis Global Trading sudden closure sends shockwaves. Genesis Global Trading, GGT, has announced the impending closure of its spot crypto trading operations later this month. All ongoing trades must be finalized by September 21st, failing which all open accounts will be terminated by the end of the day on September 30th. Genesis Global Trading is part of the Digital Currency Group, DCG, a prominent venture capital firm deeply entrenched in the cryptocurrency industry. What? Was not expecting that today. Okay. Hi, Crypto Sniper 20. Nice to have you with us. More challenges ahead for global finance, says expert. Real estate, a sector under watch. The chair of the Financial Stability Board based in Basel, Klaus Knotz, has specifically emphasized concerns around the real estate sector. This segment is particularly sensitive to fluctuations in interest rates. While acknowledging the relative calm in financial markets in the last few months, a breather that followed a series of significant financial disruptions like the fall of Europe's Credit Suisse and upheavals involving US lenders, Knott asserts that the appearance of stability can be deceptive. The ripple effect of higher interest rates doesn't manifest immediately in the real economy. A significant portion of borrowers operates on fixed rate loans agreed upon before the major central banks like the US Federal Reserve, European Central Bank, the Bank of England tightened the monetary reins. The tightening, in an attempt to counteract spiraling inflation, is a process that involves a certain temporal lag. This delay is part of why the real estate sector's vulnerability is profound and poses risks to those financially linked to it. The need for evolved regulatory mechanisms. The discussion also ventures into the realm of non-bank financial institutions, NBFIs. These entities, which range from hedge funds and insurers to private credit, also warrant stricter regulatory oversight. The intention to implement reforms that counteract risks lurking in these markets. Apple, Microsoft battle EU over iMessage and Bing. Apple and Microsoft challenge the EU over the upcoming Digital Markets Act, DMA. The DMA seeks to regulate tech giants, requiring interoperability, data sharing, and more. Companies must meet criteria like 7.5 billion euros annual turnover and 45 million monthly EU users to be governed. And two of the tech world's juggernauts, Apple and Microsoft, are standing their ground against the European Union, questioning the very fabric of upcoming regulations. While both companies have been global innovators in their own right, it's the clash with Brussels over the forthcoming Digital Markets Act that puts the spotlight squarely on them. Interesting. We'll see what happens with that. The FCA to swiftly address bank service denials to UK politicians. So it all started with Nigel Farage So the former leader of the UK Independence Party. Here's a man who found himself suddenly without a bank account, courtesy of Coutts, a move he attributes to his political views. That's right, a prominent politician allegedly being denied basic financial services because of his beliefs. The shockwaves of this incident were so significant that Dame Alison Rose, the CEO of NatWest, the entity owning Coutts, had to step down. This incident led to a clarion call, particularly from the Treasury and various ministers, urging the FCA to review the guidelines surrounding the treatment of PEPs. So, PEPs is like, I don't know if they say it somewhere else in here. Basically, people involved in politics. And boy, did the FCA take note. They're now on a mission delving deep into how firms define PEPs, how these entities are conducting risk assessments, and most importantly, how these banks communicate with their politically exposed clientele. So the story behind why they supposedly closed his account is they were saying that he'd received money from a foreign government. In this case, they claimed it was Russia. False accusation, by the way, didn't happen. According to everything that came out afterwards. And then they closed his bank account without warning or asking for any explanations or anything. So, based on a rumor and a few lies, they actually closed an account of a top politician in the country. It's kind of crazy. US banks now hold over $3 trillion in cash, but there's a catch. What's the cash? US banks currently hold over $3 trillion in cash, a strategic response to an unpredictable financial climate. March saw significant bank failures, including Silicon Valley Bank and Signature Bank, causing trust issues in the financial sector. Credit agencies like S&P and Moody's downgraded several US banks, further challenging the sector's stability. And the latest financial reports are revealing a remarkable trend. US banks are currently sitting on an eye-watering sum of over $3 trillion in cash. The reasons for this financial strategy are varied and deeply interconnected, stemming from a cautious approach to an unpredictable economic climate and recent bank failures. So they're all worried about going under, so they're keeping cash on hand, which could be a bad thing in the sense that they're not lending that money to the economy to grow. Hi, Mega USDT and Assume 92. Nice to have you guys with us. Oh, got the police sirens in the background. I guess they found me. Just kidding. Regulated Liability Network explores CBDC on proof of concept. The Regulated Liability Network, RLN, has completed its UK discovery phase, gearing towards the use of a retail central bank digital currency. RLN, backed by UK Finance, is a major regulated financial marketplace infrastructure in the UK, collaborating with global financial institutions. This brings the UK closer to a CBDC, a central bank digital currency. Crypto bull run predicted by Bernstein because of this. Let's take a look at this. A shift in the crypto market dynamics is evident with institutions, not retail investors, leading the next bull cycle. Despite temporary market stagnation, Bernstein's Gautam Pugani predicts a solid foundation for a transformative bull surge. A recent court ruling favored Grayscale, allowing it to convert its Bitcoin trust into an ETF, briefly boosting Bitcoin's price. So more and more institutions and ETFs in the space. So yeah, that's basically what he sees as the contributing factor to the next bull market is the arrival of ETFs. So new ways to invest in crypto. Contribute on ICP, the modern writer's toolkit for NFT story monetization. Unleashing creativity and engaging audiences has never been easier thanks to ICP's groundbreaking Contribute. In today's digital age, storytelling transcends mere words on a page. It's about immersing readers in vibrant narratives that resonate deeply. Whether you're an aspiring writer or an established author, Contribute empowers you to breathe life into your stories like never before. This article explores the innovative features and unparalleled potential of ICP's Contribute, demonstrating how it paves the way for a new era of captivating and interactive storytelling. It's a revolutionary platform at the intersection of creativity and technology, conceived with a dual vision. On one hand, it aims to imbue non-fungible tokens with practical utility, providing a tangible use case for these digital assets. Simultaneously, it seeks to establish an empowering haven for literary minds within the realm of Web3. By seamlessly fusing these concepts, Contribute has ushered in a novel dimension to storytelling, one where NFTs become the canvas upon which narratives flourish. The essence of Contribute lies in its ability to bridge writers, readers, and Web3 enthusiasts through a unified decentralized application. DApp, a remarkable trifecta of features, converges within this platform, enabling writers to create captivating stories, readers to experience and support these narratives, and NFT enthusiasts to seamlessly trade and acquire NFTs tied to the tales they cherish. Interesting. Hi, 7726283332. Nice to have you with us. NLT as well, and Binance user A3411. USDC officially expands ecosystem with native launch on Base and Optimism networks. USDC has expanded its ecosystem by launching natively on both the Base and Optimism networks, a strategic move by Circle to regain market share lost to competitors like Tether, or USDT. The native launch allows for seamless transactions, enabling Circle and Coinbase account holders to directly send USDC to either network. Circle is also working on a system to swap old bridged versions of USDC for the new official versions. The move comes amid increasing competition in the stablecoin market, with Circle facing new entrants like First Digital USD and PayPal USD. The native launch is part of a broader strategy to improve user experience and regain footing in the competitive landscape. We'll see how that goes. Lido Finance on Solana seeks $1.5 million in funding to sustain operations and growth. The peer-to-peer team managing Lido Finance's deployment on Solana has submitted a funding proposal to the Lido DAO community, seeking $1.5 million to sustain and expand the project on the network. The requested budget includes a development retainer, an annual marketing budget, and customer support funds. In return, the team aims to capture more than 1% of Solana's staking market share and further develop the product. If the funding is not secured, the P2P team proposes to initiate a sunsetting process by February 2024, similar to what happened with Lido on Polkadot and Kusama, which would involve gradually discontinuing support for Lido on Solana. Coinbase fills the void in the crypto lending space with new services. Coinbase has launched a crypto lending service aimed at US-based institutional investors, already attracting over $57 million in investments through its Coinbase Prime service. The announcement coincides with an expansion of Coinbase's bond buyback program to $180 million, signaling the company's confidence despite a challenging market and regulatory landscape. Grayscale petitions SEC to convert GBTC into a spot Bitcoin ETF. So Grayscale Investments formally requests the SEC to approve the conversion of its GBTC into a spot Bitcoin ETF following a U.S. appeals court ruling that overturned the SEC's previous denial. The asset manager highlights undue regulatory delays and argues that the court ruling leaves no legal ground for the SEC to differentiate between Bitcoin futures ETPs and spot Bitcoin ETPs, or ETFs, apparently. Interesting. India leads G20 in active discussions for global crypto framework. Under India's presidency, the G20 nations are actively discussing the creation of a global framework for regulating cryptocurrencies, with contributions from global organizations like the IMF, FSB, and OECD. Indian Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman and Prime Minister Narendra Modi have emphasized the need for a unified approach to regulating cryptocurrencies, describing them as both a threat and an opportunity. India has been a leading voice in these discussions since taking over the G20 presidency in the last quarter of 2022, and the country is also showing a rising interest in blockchain technology. So yeah, a lot of content-rich papers from global organizations such as the International Monetary Fund, the Financial Stability Board, and the Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development had a huge effect on their what they were pushing for. Um, yeah, that pretty much sums it up. They also said global cooperation is absolutely critical when it comes to crypto and blockchain. The US dollar's recent surge has prompted Asian currencies to drop. The recent surge in the US dollar is causing Asian currencies to drop to their lowest levels in months. Positive economic data in the US has led to expectations of prolonged higher interest rates by the Federal Reserve. Several Asian countries are implementing measures to defend their currencies, including intervention and warnings about rapid currency developments. The euro slides as well. The euro is currently hovering near its 4-month low. This drop is attributed to the US dollar gaining strength, driven by a significant surge in treasury yields. This week, the United States saw a substantial $36 billion corporate issuance, which pushed up yields throughout the treasury curve. The benchmark 10-year bond in the US edged up to 4.27% during the US session and has remained near that level as we head into Wednesday's trading day, compared to 4.06% just last Friday. That's a huge difference for a bond. Turkey inflation rises to 59% as the Turkish lira devalues. Turkey's inflation reached 58.9% year on year in August, the highest since December 2022, largely driven by the devaluation of the Turkish lira. Turkey's finance minister Mehmet Şimşek acknowledged the need for a transitional phase to combat the high inflation. I mean, they need to start fighting it pretty fast. If they haven't started already, that's pretty bad. And they want to join the EU? I think not. All right, let's see. Is there anything else? All right, let's get into the coins themselves. Hi, Binance user 4950 and 123 Arjun, Tildis, and 772, 628, 332. Nice to have you guys with us. Let's go check the market, see what's going on. So the fear and greed index is still at 35, just like it has been for the last few days. Basically, since Monday, it's been stable in that sense. Bitcoin is at $25,701.46, down 0.26% over the last 24 hours. Ethereum is at $1,631.14, down 0.13% in the last 24 hours. BNB is down 0.15% to $214.74. XRP is down 0.26%. Sorry, it just changed to 0.24% in the last 24 hours to 50 cents 15. Dogecoin is down 0.31% in the last 24 hours to 6 cents 381. Cardano's ADA is down 0.25% to 25 cents 59. Solana is up 0.71% in the last 24 hours, down 0.20% in the last hour to $19.76. It gives you an idea of kind of where the general market is. Let's look at the biggest winners in the last 24 hours. Synthetics SNX up 12% to $2.48. Rune on the Thorchain up 3.67% to $1.56. GMX up 3.09%. These are all in the last 24 hours to $33.37. And then everything else is under 3%. So those are the biggest winners so far. So the biggest losers in the last 24 hours. So we have Stellar's XLM down 4.70% in the last 24 hours to 11 cents 95. Mantle's MNT down 2.44% to 41 cents 69. XDC Networks, XDC down 2.14% to 5 cents 499. And I'll just do the ones that are down more than 2%. Casper is down 3 cents to 3 cents 44, down 2.04% in the last 24 hours. Let's see if there's been any like huge developments last 7 days. Synthetics has gone up 20.78% in the last 7 days. SafePal has gone up 16.85% in the last 7 days. And IOTA, on IOTA is up 9.22% in the last 7 days. So those are the biggest ups. Biggest downs, Gala, since the two main heads of the company went at each other with court cases. They sued each other basically. In the last 7 days, they've gone down 20.52%. So Gala right now is 1 cent 595, which is insanely low compared to where it used to be a while ago. Stacks is down 12.96% over the last 7 days to 46 cents 31. XDC network went down to 12.78% over the last 7 days. GMX down 12.33% over the last 7 days. Optimism down 11.06% in the last 7 days to $1.33. Bitcoin Cash down 11.01% to $192.77. Wow, I'm going to stop once I get to the ones that are down less than 10%. So HBAR down 10.39% in the last 7 days to 4 cents 886. Pepe down 10.38% in the last 7 days. That can be blamed on the current crypto trends, but also on part of the team leaving with a lot of coins and apparently cashing out. KuCoin token down 10.05% in the last 7 days. In the green in the last 24 hours and the last hour to $3.96. So that's today's situation. Thank you for joining us, and don't forget to subscribe so you get notifications every time we go live. We'll be doing more and more other content, not just daily crypto news. We'll see how everything goes with the news. I'm going to set up the show for tomorrow. Feel free to jump in for then. Hi, Waleed007. Nice to have you with us. It's been a crazy week for crypto so far. Mostly bearish. Like not even close to bullish so far this week. Last week we had a like miniature bull run. We'll see how this goes. Have a great day. A great Wednesday. See you guys tomorrow. Bye for now.